So we're down at Toyota in Ceduna. We've finally got the Land Cruiser back. The boys have been working hard leading up to Christmas. They're literally knocking off in like, what, an hour? They're knocking off for Christmas. We've got the car ready to go. Thanks very much, boys. Really appreciate it.
All thanks to Anthony.
Anthony.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Days like these won't come again. I'm gonna climb a mountain, gonna get some sun. I'm gonna live simplicity. I'm going to the river, gonna have some fun. Ain't got no money, ain't got no home. What I got's loving in my crawdad hole. Don't want the visa, don't want no phone. What you give honey's gonna feed my soul. Gonna find me the shade of a couple of trees. Gonna lay my head, gonna rest my knees. Plenty of room on my other sleeve. So come on baby, won't you sit with me? Don't want no trouble, no, no, no. Love comes easy, but you gotta be free. So come on baby, let's go, go, go. Let's go to the heavens and the seven seas.
See you later. Thank you. Bye. We got the car.
We got it, baby. We're back, baby.
Woohoo.
Brand new. Here we go.
We're taking a car for a bit of a test drive today. We got it back yesterday. So we're going to take it out to Venus Bay and have a little look around, make sure everything's working properly and nothing comes loose, so we can hit the road and do the Nullarbor on Monday. What are we looking for today, babe?
I've seen some wiki camps. There's a really cool cave on the beach that like the waves sort of crash up into. So it's meant to be low tide actually when we get there. It's a nice day, so we might be able to, even if there's no waves, we might jump in and have a snorkel in the cave, which would be cool. So be a couple of hours down there, have lunch down there, then a couple of hours back, and just give the car a test ride. And this is back past Streaky Bay, so we're heading east again, sort of thing. So we didn't get this far east or down that little peninsula when we're in Streaky Bay, but there's a couple of little things. There's the Haystacks, I think it's called, the Haystacks, big rock formation down there. Yeah, just this cave.
How does it feel to be driving the car again? Does it feel good?
Yeah, it's so good. It's just the best.
Fingers crossed nothing comes loose. We're thinking maybe, you know, it's a massive job, maybe some screws might not have been tightened up, or just check all the hose clamps and everything are on well. But yeah, we thought it'd be good to take it for a test, just to make sure before we do the hard yards.
The mechanics are 100% confident in it, so they said should be nothing wrong at all. Not even one little screw loose.
I'll be impressed if there's not, because that's a massive job they've just done.
Yeah, wow.
Well,
he seemed good.
He was a good mechanic.
Good mechanic. Yeah, anyway, better be safe than sorry. We're already sorry, so.
Yeah, that's right. Milo's loving being back in the car. Kids love being back in the car, having their space. Yay!
The whole may as well just talk about the car while we're driving the car.
Sure.
Yeah. So the whole process has taken, is it 4 weeks or 5 weeks? By the time we leave it'll be 5 weeks.
By the time we leave it'll be 5 weeks.
Okay. So it's probably taken 4 weeks from the time we got to Ceduna. Oh, we got to Ceduna, we got new tyres, we got a new transfer pump. That was like 2 days at the start. And the engine went, took another week to get a new engine here. And the mechanic was on annual leave right before Christmas. For 2 weeks, I think.
A week, I think. It's done a week.
A week or two?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Anyway, so the car and the engine were just sitting there right up until a week before they broke up for Christmas. Yeah, man. Hang on. And then, so they've pulled it out, fit the new one, you know, test drove it, tested it out, had their computer on it, done all the stuff they need to do. Oh, they did heaps of new stuff actually. So they've changed all the filters, including all new fuel filters,
Air filters, catch can
filter, all new oils. I think I saw transmission oil is there as well. We got a new alternator as well because the alternator was probably old. It was still fine. It was still working fine. It was still getting enough power for us. But we put an aftermarket one on, a bigger one. We've got plenty of power now. We're running a lot of accessories. So, what else did they do?
So it's got all new tyres as well, aside from the engine.
Yeah.
A new transfer pump, new engine,
fuel pump, yeah,
new filters, new catch can,
new oils, new injectors, The only thing left is sort of the gearbox and the turbos.
But let's not talk about that.
The running
we don't
gear,
want to jinx ourselves.
Yeah, that stuff should be fine anyway. So it's like a brand new car. And it feels the same. It feels just as good as the old one. I mean,
before it blew up.
Yeah, well that's the thing, like we just was driving perfect, didn't have a problem, had plenty of power. We probably had a couple of days that used a lot of fuel. But we were just punching into a big headwind, and we are heavy. We're a big bird in the boat on the roof, so it is heavy, but you know, maybe that was an indicator with the day we used a lot of fuel. That was on the way to Streaky Bay. But I just put that down to strong headwind, which we had a really strong headwind. Other than that, we really had it'd blow a bit of diesel soot when you punch it, like really punch it, but it's driving fine other than that until it just went pop. That's it. It happened. So
frustrating because when we were back at home, we kept trying to find mechanics to do these tests to find out if, you know, to check if that everything was working the way that it should. What was the
injectors? Yeah, we're trying to get the injectors checked. We've actually been trying to for the last couple of months leading up to the trip. But just your local mechanics just can't do it. They just don't have the equipment for it.
Yeah.
I took it to a few different mechanics to do other things as well. Yeah, and then I'd get the car back and they'd say, "Oh, sorry, we couldn't do it." And really, I should have just taken it to Toyota.
If we had have been able to get the tests done, the mechanics at Ceduna Toyota are sure that we would have picked up that there was a problem and we would have been able to get it fixed straight away without the engine having to blow. So that's really frustrating. But hindsight is a lovely thing.
That's right.
If we had have known.
But I mean, it was driving fine, so you assume it's fine. But yeah, maybe they said these new common rail diesels are just running under such high pressure. You know, things aren't operating correctly. The injectors aren't. They've got so much pressure in those injectors. Things can just be catastrophic, just like that.
And that's what happened. It was instant. Within a matter of seconds, it started a tiny tick noise, and then it was just crazy.
From the time we realised something was happening to the time it was too late, it was probably 30 seconds. It was like, I ain't done.
Yeah, I don't think even 30 seconds. It was like almost instantly. It's crazy how quick it happened.
Well, it was the time I could slow down and pull off the road. That was it. So.
That's it. It was crazy too, picking up the car yesterday, how many cars are in there waiting for new engines. And they said they've done this year over 30 or 40 engines, just engines blowing all the time. It's crazy.
He said these new modern cars are just blowing engines all over the place. So, especially across, they're right up the Nullarbor. Yeah, it's a hard, long trek. Headwinds, hot weather, whatever else is out there. I don't know, I haven't done it yet, but they're sort of the only mechanic within a couple of thousand kilometres they see a lot of blown engines. So
I think another thing as well that we've realised too is there's been a lot of talk with this car about contaminated fuel too. Possibly could have been the cause, which they were able to rule out that it wasn't. But just having an extra fuel filter on, is that the tinny?
yeah, one of the straps in the titties. So I'm going to slow down a bit.
Yeah, having an extra fuel filter will prevent, or try, you know, it's best to prevent the engine doing the same thing. So, but I think for anybody who has a 200 series, and I don't know if this would be relevant to any other cars, if it's because it's a V8 or whatever, but if you can, get all these things checked, because you just, like, before this happened, it was running perfectly. We had no issues. Everything was running perfectly. And also, our other lesson we've learned is only deal with Toyota. If you've got a Toyota car, like, it's going to cost a lot to do, a lot more than, you know, another normal mechanic, but you're dealing with it.
Run,
yeah, like, it's going to save you.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, and they know the cars. They know the cars. Yeah.
Anyway, I suppose this is the first time we've had a modern sort of. Oh, we had the old Pajero. That was kind of.
Yeah. We didn't do anything really with the
There's no full
Pajero.
driving now. It's just a family car, but
Yeah.
you know, we've had an old Patrol before this, and you know, what maintenance do you have to do on an old Patrol? Nothing. Put more diesel in it, and off it goes. Like, it's just never end. Like, it just keeps going. So yeah, you got to be a bit more pedantic, I think, maybe on the maintenance on.
And get everything checked.
And I mean, all the little preventative things we've got. You know, we've got the catch can, we've got the extra fuel filter. We service it. We stay up with these things, but yeah, that's just should have gone to Toyota.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. And Toyota made sure we knew that when they kept telling us. You know, it's not like the car's under warranty or it's a brand new car. It's a 12-year-old car. There's no need for us to take it to Toyota. We can just take it anywhere. But yeah, we probably should just stick with Toyota. Really.
If we had taken it to Toyota down in Geelong, maybe this would have been picked up. Like, who knows? But yeah, from now on, we'll only be going through Toyota. It's, like we said, a lot to put out at the time, but it'll save you in the long run. So we'll see. But I think we should be good now for a fair while. I don't think we'll be having any massive issues like that anymore. I think that's it for a little bit.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Let's go have some fun.
A little test drive the other day in the car went awesome. Actually had a really good day. Went down the coast, back down to Venus Bay. There's a few really cool spots down there. We just had Christmas. I think that was Christmas Eve. We went for a drive. We just had Christmas. Now it's Boxing Day now, and it is like stinking hot. I think it's 42, 43 degrees or something today. Yeah, so we're just all hiding away in the van. Got the aircon on. We just had a swim in the pool. Just about to crack a cold one. Yeah, so the car's good to go. We're gonna head off tomorrow. Head across. We should hit WA tomorrow. Stay the night in Eucla and keep moving. But while I was thinking about making this video and thinking about it, I'll sit up here. I thought of a funny story that I thought I could tell. So this isn't the first time we've been stuck in South Australia. Stranded, you know, broken down, whatever. So it was about 5 years ago, 2017 I think. We're out doing the Ceduna track and just loving it, having a ball out there. I think it was probably May, something like that. Just coming into the nice sort of weather, heading north. Anyway, had a beautiful morning, stayed in Coward Springs. They got a really nice hot spring there. Hot spring, nice spring there. Had a swim there in the morning. Drove for the day. We're almost to our camp. We're about 70 k's out of Ceduna. We've just been visiting all there's cool stuff out there. There's old ruins and all sorts of cool stuff. Anyway, hit this cattle grid. We had the old caravan on the back. Hit this cattle grid and it must have just busted one of the leaf springs or a bolt or something that just sheared off or something. We hit it pretty hard actually. Wasn't going too quick, but it was just a harsh one. It took a beating on the van. Anyway, so the axles like let go on the van. The whole van's just flung sideways. I've just felt it, looked in the rear vision. In the rear vision, the caravan's upside down in the air. And I just said to Tam and the kids, like, just hold on, something's happening. You know, we're in the old patrol. Anyway, caravan flipped, just shit everywhere, trashed everything all over the road, strewn for probably 50 meters up the road. So we were like, what do we do here? Anyway, these musterers come. They were heading up to Ceduna. They had an event on. I think they had races or something on that weekend. Anyway, they were heading up there, and they pulled over and gave us a hand, and we ended up hooking the winches up to the car. I got a little video of it actually. I'll chuck it up. Hooking the winches up to the van, sorry, not the car. Rolling the van back over.
No, leave your boots on. Wow.
Look! Half rock, half crystal! Crystal rock!
Wow, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, we can do that.
What's wrong? Yeah, Kira, help him put his boots on, please. Yeah, it's already snapped, mate. We've got a lot of cleaning up to do. Hold on, stay back. Yeah.
They called back to their station just on the radios, and the station organised a tow truck to come out from Cupapedi, pick us up, and then we were stuck. I think we stayed there for like a week, just trying to get some sort of insurance, work out what we're going to do. You know, we're without a van, we're staying in a cabin. Insurance covered it all, but ended up just packing everything into the patrol, everything we could fit in there and we wanted to keep. Drove back to Geelong, just darted back there a couple of days. I think it took us a couple of days to get back there. Bought an off-road camper trailer. I'll see if I can find some photos of all this stuff and chuck it up. And yeah, set it up. I think I rewired it. Yeah, and then that's what we sort of travelled in that for years after that. So it would have been, well, the last 5 years we've been travelling in the off-road camper. And then until we've just got this new van now and the new car. So yeah, it happens. And you just work it out. People help you. God, I'm dripping. Hot. Yeah, everyone's always willing to lend a hand, get you back on the road, and just the adventure continues. So yeah, all right, hope you've enjoyed this little video of what's going on over here, and hope you enjoyed that little story. Cheers.